What's up, YouTube? This is James coming back at you with another informative video. I hope you guys are doing well out there on this Drury Tuesday. Doing pretty good myself. I come across this particular situation right here involving this sister. Her name is Passion Schoolfield. She's a single mother and she worked for Jeff Roll's Restaurant Depot. Okay, I guess they're some kind of supplier for food vendor like type deal. But she's a cashier, or at least she was a cashier. Okay, and one day, she was there working. She was talking to a customer, and they were talking about rappers, people or whatever. But we're gonna let the story give that particular situation. But you're gonna find out that this sister right here was a victim of one of the highest forms of racism. Okay, let's get into this story. After Restaurant Depot fires single mom, LA coalition accuses them of being anti-black. I'm not going to read the entire story, but you're going to get the gist just as well of why this anti-coalition, this LA coalition accuses, this restaurant of being anti-black. Now, it says here, CBM Los Angeles, about 200 protesters gathered on November 24th at wholesale cash and carry food service supplier Restaurant Depot, Jet Roll in Culver City to demand justice for Passion Schoolfield, a single black mother who was fired for expressing an opinion about Ye, the rapper also known as Kanye West. According to Schoolfield, she was speaking with a customer in her cashier's lane about celebrities they liked and was overheard by another customer when she said, "I like Ye. He keeps it real." Then she says a customer, a white male, got out of the checkout line, got in her face and questioned her. "You like Ye?" question. After repeating this several times, he walked off and spoke with a manager. Moments later, she was suspended, and the next day she was fired. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. Now, whoever this sub wasn't minding his business, and a lot of times, I'm sure a lot of you have been victims of this, but not to this extent. There's been many times when we are standing out and we may run into somebody that we know or what have you, and may be talking and happen to just glance around and see a sub looking you in the face, trying to read your lips, ear hustling. You see what I'm saying? See, he had no business doing this shit right here. He got up in this young lady's face, demanding, like you ain't got no business liking Ye. You understand what I'm saying? Like she owed him an explanation, And to make matters worse, his opinion mattered to her employer, which that is wrong on so many levels. Okay? I bet you there's nowhere in a contract that this woman signed as being an employee for this food service supplier restaurant, Depot, Jet Roll, or what have you, that I can't talk to customers about who I like or having various conversations. You can't like Ye, Kanye the rapper. You see what I'm saying? I hope she sues the shit out of this fucking place, And with all of the, the sparks and the flare, you understand? That the anti-coalition, LA coalition is making. She has a very, very good case. Matter of fact, she should throw the bastard in who made all this possible in the first place. Now to continue, this protest was a community effort to get justice for Passion, and what this focuses on is what we believe was anti-black aggression against her for a basically ridiculous firing because she said she liked Kanye West. We really wanted to get that message out that there's a line that was crossed, stated Ludlow Cleary II, Schoolfield's attorney. Schoolfield did not speak during the press conference. However, She told California Black Media that retail has been her career since she was 18 years old. And while working at Restaurant Depot, she loved the customers and the people. The protest was called by the newly formed faith-based grassroots community coalition against anti-blackness, GCCAA. For now, they are demanding compensation and stress calls to Schoolfield and her children, particularly her two autistic sons. She got two autistic sons. Blackness sensitivity training, not diversity training. They emphasize in revising the company's employment policy. All right? And I would say so. You know what I mean? This is an open and shut case of racism. And yes, this woman should be compensated well. I think I read somewhere that she was like, I can't remember, probably 25, 27 years old. You know what I mean? But what I want to do next is just let you hear this guy, let him tell it. You know what I'm saying? Then we can, sum this thing up.
Last week, when we stood for this young black mother of 3 children, 2 of whom suffers from autism. She worked for a Restaurant Depot, Jethro's, which is a national chain. And many black businesses support this national chain all over America. They are a $7.5 billion company, a privately held company, but it appears that they have a miserable record when it comes to handling and hiring black people. This sister, Passion Schoolfield, she was working her cash register a couple of weeks ago, and she was talking to a customer that she'd known for years. And she and this customer was engaging in a friendly conversation about entertainers that they like. This young mother simply said to the customer that she likes Cat Williams because he keeps it 100. And then she also said, I like Ye, meaning Kanye West. He's an icon in our community, and he too keeps it 100. Well, a white Jewish customer, male, was ear hustling and had the audacity to get in our sister's face with the intention of forcing her to say it again. And I think he asked her a couple of times, say it again that you like Kanye West. And she said, yes, I do. He said, say it again. She said, yes, I do. So this fellow runs to the manager and accuses this sister of being an anti-Semite, probably a word she don't even know the definition of. She's a young cashier. He went to prove something to her, in my opinion. He wanted to show her that if you did not back down and say you don't like him, see, this is that slave master mentality that many of them have in that community. We have been wronged by many in this society, and we don't force people to apologize. We don't force people. We don't jump in your face like many of you jump in our face. And dared this young lady to say it. And the manager, after listening to this customer complain, brought her into his office and suspended her for the day, and did not get her side of the story. You trust her with your money. What was done to her was egregious. What was done to her was bullying. What was done to her showed us that there is an anti-black sentiment. We ain't gonna stand for it. My leader, my teacher, he don't make cowards. And we have to stand for her. You will not do this. to our sister, whether it was in Los Angeles, whether it was in Chicago, whether it's in Atlanta, whether it's in Houston, whether it's in New York. We, brothers and sisters, got to start raising our voice when others can say that it is anti-Asian hate and anti-Chinese hate and anti-Semitism and anti-this and anti-that, and we sit back and don't say nothing about those who are anti-black. We have to wake up, brothers and sisters, and stand together.
Now that brother is so right on so many levels. You understand what I mean? We do have to stick together, rise up, and let them know they're not going to do things like this to us. You understand what I mean? As a people, they've done it for too long now. And now you got this trigger word, anti-Semitism. And there's no such thing. You know what I mean? There's no such things. You know what I'm saying? It's never been a crime to hate anybody. It's just that when you exercise that hate on a person, you see what I'm saying? Physically bring that hate on a person. Who do we know that's done that to particular races, especially the so-called black ones, black race? That is the ones that's been receiving all kinds of anti-Semitism. Now that's real right there. We don't know nothing about anti-Semitism. Like I said, Noah had 3 sons. One named Shem, one named Ham, and the other one named Japheth. Or Japhet, whatever. You understand what I'm saying? And the Negro, the so-called Negro race among other races come through Shem. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Among others, Shem. Now this sister right here was a victim of anti-Semitism. You see? And that's just what it is. I want you guys to tell me what you think about this particular situation. I'm interested in hearing your thoughts, views, and opinions on it. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And people, please remember to live your life as though we're being watched, simply because we are. This is James, and I'm out. Peace.